r/AskReddit by Keyboard Warrior comments. What's the most brutal comeback you've ever done? While working at a paint store, my assistant manager was giving me grief because I wanted to get off early to go take a final. She said, when I was going to school and working, if there was ever a conflict between school and work always came first. I replied, that's probably why you're still working here. Oh my lord. Had something similar. Used to run a bookies and used a calculator to make up a bet. Customer didn't say a word but spent an hour writing out the maths on a betting slip but didn't say a word. He waited a further 90 minutes for the place to fill up with customers. Once there was a number of customers to listen, he began holding up the maths and telling me that when he was in school we didn't calculators. My response was simple. When I was in school 4 plus 4 plus 2 wasn't 11. Where did you see that? Bottom left, where you doubled your winnings. The length people go to over a fiber. And that's why you're still selling paint. Effing savage. Dad, pats his right bicep, you see this? This is thunder, pats left bicep, this is lightning, you don't want to get caught in the storm. Me, without missing a beat, reaches up and pats my dad's head, which was noticeably bald on top, looks like some clouds are missing. He must be the proudest dad ever. Baldy kid. I wrote ballsy but autocorrect changed it to baldy and it fits, so it stays. Did he react with his biceps? I worked with a girl at a restaurant while I was in college. We were playfully sass-talking each other one day when she said, I put bigger guys than you in the hospital, to which I responded, yeah, but STDs don't count. Somebody call the manager, because we're gonna need to comp this girl's whole life. When I was in middle school, a bully called me out in front of a bunch of people. Hey you big booty Judy wiper, are you gay or something? Me, why, you wanna suck my D or something? That was the greatest moment of my scholastic life. That was a good one. Some say he's still in the burn ward to this day. That's the syphilis. I was laughing at something pointless and dumb, but it was entertaining. Someone asked what I was laughing at. They've said small things amuse small minds. Ah, so that's why you spend so long in the bathroom. This is one of my biggest pet peeves, people associating intelligence with the inability to enjoy silly things. Nothing could be further from the truth. I once asked my wife how she was doing, and she gave me a big frown, made eye contact, and farted. I don't think I've ever laughed so hard. My wife and I are both educated people in complex/high-paying jobs. We're not suddenly going to become stupid because we enjoyed a funny moment. I went to a birthday party in middle school. When I walked in, one of the kids said, "Hey, I'm Hayden, I'm the coolest guy here." I shook his hand and said, "Not anymore. Sadly, I haven't been that smooth since. You peaked too early." I used the "if I wanted my comeback I'd wipe it off your mum's chin" to my boss when he just repeated my first comeback. Scariest 20 seconds of my career until he burst out laughing. You know, Sarabando, that's just the kind of stuff we're looking for. Take this raise and new office. Keep up the good work. Take my wife while you're at it. I take my wife everywhere but she finds her way home. A co-worker held up a $20 bill and said, smiling, "Hey man, your sister." I pulled a few coins out of my pocket and jingled them in my hand and said, "Your mother." He stopped smiling. Someone said I must like to F horses, so I said ish. The room was dark and I thought it was your mom. Smelled the same and had the same amount of hair. Who hurt you? The famous Churchill one, where a woman calls him a drunk, to which Churchill replies, "In the morning, I'll be sober, but you will still be ugly." The other one too, where a woman says something like, "If I was your wife I would poison your tea," and Churchill replies, "If I was your husband I would drink it." Same woman, same conversation. Who was this woman? A well-known socialite called Lady Astor. A rich as F woman with enormous power and popularity. Some ugly lonely person, I am guessing. Wow, destroyed her twice in one conversation. Working at a pizza shop, troublesome customer tries to stack coupons that clearly state 1 coupon per purchase. After being refused by everyone in the restaurant including the owner, he goes on a tirade saying that the district attorney is his cousin, and was threatening a lawsuit, LOL. As he was heading for the door, he said, "You can't afford to mess with me." I shouted after him, "You can't afford a large pizza." My teacher told me I was going to fail at my studies. I am now his boss. If it was a reading class, they may still be right. Cries in librarian. I was in middle school gym and we were all changing in the locker room after class when the known bully / POS kid laughs and points at me. "You wear tighty whities? Ha ha ha." So I responded, "Why are you looking?" Everyone laughed at him to the point where he got so embarrassed and frustrated he shoved me against the lockers. "Were you hiding something, Trevor?" High school senior year, I asked a sexy AFDTF girl to prom. Her sort of BF found out and wasn't happy about it. He found me in the hallway and jacked me up against a locker. Context: I was 5 foot nothing, 100 and nothing pounds, and not a speck of talent in me. Him, much bigger. He says, "I heard you ask Trisha to the prom," as my feet are barely touching the ground. I look to my left and there's a crowd forming. I see a few of my friends. One of which is about 6'5", 300 and very loyal, used to bribe him with Twinkies in elementary school. Anyways, I look at this gentleman straight in his eyes with a smile and said, "I'm sorry, did you want to go with me instead?" At that point my friend put his hand on the guy's shoulder. He looked back and around at all the gasping and laughing faces. He let go of me and walked away speechless. Back when I was still in school, a cashier at Walmart once asked me about what I was studying and proceeded to make fun of my major and tell me I would be unemployed. As he handed me my bag, I gave him a huge smile and said, "Enjoy your career at Walmart." Not me, but my friend in high school. Girl, you hate me, don't you? Friend, hate's a strong word. Girl, then you don't hate me. Friend, no, I hate you, I was just saying that it's a strong word. Angry customer who felt slighted, "You don't F with a 54-year-old woman." Me, what's your daughter have to do with this? Solid. Straight from the front lines of the retail wars. Guy in college was really regretting having sex with this girl and was telling our friend group about it, like during the sex he was having second thoughts but kept going. Without missing a beat in conversation I said, "Well, you were full of regret, and she was full of you, so it kinda balances out." The worst part? Even though I went with it, I literally didn't get the joke until months later. In the moment I was just doing the both of them are full comparison and it just happened. Years ago my nephew was playing by the little river near the backyard of his childhood home. At one point, some kids from his school appeared on the opposite bank with a video camera. They were talking some smack about recording him and showing it to everyone so they could see how much of a loser he was and how everyone was going to make fun of him. His response? "That's fine. But why don't you have any pants on?" Well, to be literal. February 5, 2017, down 28-3 in Super Bowl 51. The Patriots pulled off the greatest comeback in football history by outscoring the Atlanta Falcons 31-0 from the third quarter through OT. Sreddie man, cheaters never win. Someone called me gay and I said I'm straighter than the pole your mom dances on, and then we became friends. I also accidentally sent a Snapchat to the calculus group chat and this dude was being annoying about it, so I said it was a mistake. Like you were to your parents. The next day people were really nice to me, LOL. The next day people were really nice to me. And then everyone in the train clapped. One time during a tense Monopoly game I was making a deal with my best friend's brother which screwed my best friend. He got so mad and yelled "F this a hole" across the table. I instantly replied, "Is that what you tell your boyfriend?" Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe.